You sure you don't want to take the camera?
Why do I want to take camera?
I just thought you might want to.
Can't you put it somewhere?
Well, it's just here now. I mean, I don't want it to be like a static, like over the shoulder kind of interview shot, but it's okay. I can just move it about.
There? If that's easy, if you lift that up.
No, that makes it still like a over the shoulder interview. That's fine.
Okay. Why don't you attach it to Minnie?
It's not really an interview. I don't have questions. It was just more like a conversation.
Minnie.
So I guess I was wanting to know what it was like being lesbian parents. What that feels like, or like what that's like as parenting, like what the challenges are, or how it feels different, or if it does feel different.
And I think the bit that's different, that's massively different, I think, is being in a heterosexual relationship with Adrian. It felt like I very much determined what we did and how they were parented and etc. etc. and what boundaries and values and being with you. It's more challenging because I like to be in control, which is part of my personality. So that's more challenging because it's more compromising and yeah. And I think there's more frustrating moments when we both, which it never were prior to being in a relationship.
But is that just about being opinionated?
No, I think it's a gender. I think it's Adrian went to work. I mean, I went to work as well. But I did the parenting. And Adrian followed. So there were, I can't recall when we had lots of discussions about parenting and what were okay and what we didn't want it to, with boys. So schools and we're all, I think, my decision making. Yeah, but I think because as well, I'll wear dresses and skirts and then jeans. I think she's got if you suddenly came downstairs in a dress and tights, she'd be mortified.
Yeah, she would.
Because you wear trousers, suits or jeans.
Yeah.
Whereas I fluctuate between. I think she sees you as a typical lesbian.
Oh,
in her head. No, do you know what I mean? Short hair, jeans, trousers, and I don't fit into that mould.
Yeah.
And so I think that's maybe where.
Did she actually see much lesbian stuff when she was growing up, though? Like lesbian films or read lesbian books or.
No.
Apart from Bend It Like Beckham.
Bend It Like Beckham and that about penguins.
Yeah. But more so now, I think even on Disney and everywhere it's more acceptable and it's been promoted more at a younger age.
I'd be interested to see on that the difference in ages,
Mhm.
because I can see it in older age
Mhm.
and people who've been social workers for a while,
Mhm.
but the younger new breed that's coming through.
Mhm.
You're
I
talking
think-
social workers or lesbians?
Social workers, I think it's very different, and I don't know whether that's because
It's
social
I
generational.
feel like.
work's one of the courses that you can come out of uni and get a job at end of,
Mhm.
and they're getting more and more limited. So I think that's had a massive change in social work profession and who's going into social work now.
Yeah, the younger social workers that I think are coming through now are not caregivers.
No.
I don't think. Not all, because that's just a massive assumption.
It's gone from being a really value based and about ethics
to it being a systems process.
Yeah.
Yeah. You could just it's all you're processing things. There's a different feel to social work. But I think traditionally, for since sort of, I don't know if you go to 50s, I think it's that in social work you're accepted more if you're gay because of the traditional value of what social work is.
Mhm.
So I think that attracts as well, because I think a lot of lesbians and gay people, because of discrimination, are quite political
Mhm.
and the value base. And I think social work's there's always been a safety. It's like it's a community.
Yeah.
If there's a community, there's an acceptance in social work if you're gay. It's not it's never been an issue like in some other professions. You've got to pretend you're not.
Mhm.
I think social work, you can be out and extreme. Does that make sense? You can have extreme values and beliefs.
I don't know about extreme values and beliefs.
Well, not too extreme. But that's I think that's some of it around social work.
Yeah.
And I think there's less of that now, because I think in society it's the whole thing around discrimination, so it's more acceptable in banks, in shops, in that if you're gay, what's the big deal? Whereas years ago it were a big deal.
Yeah.
But in social work, not kind of everybody, but it were more acceptable. It were almost like that's what you do.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah. Well, Queen's Court was quite late on, because Queen's Court came from, a lot of Manchester stuff, so it's easier to explain for Manchester really, because that was it started off that you had to go and you had to be a guest of a man, and then when Canal Street expanded and there were more and more clubs opening, it were absolutely the dress code. You had to be designer, you had to be very much have the money, and for all different clubs, and that's when clubs started. Some bigger nightclubs opened, and you were either gay and you were designer or you're famous, and that's what clubbing scene turned into quite quickly, and so that then brought the other pubs surrounding to the ones where everybody else who'd normally been going then got sort of moved further and further out. And then it happened in Leeds with Queen's Court and then Fibre, and so what had been Bridge and Penny just became rougher and rougher, I suppose, because people who weren't doing the designer and drinks went up, everything went up, got pushed further
There still
away.
is that kind of segregation, isn't there?
Well, I think it's more so now, but I think that's more a lot that
Yeah,
Queen's
'cause
Court and
I
Five has
think
changed as well,
you've
hasn't
got
it?
your sort of very working class that go, that go to penny and bridge that I'm trying to think how to say it. That you could typically think, you dirty old man. Do you know that? I'm trying to think, but not that fit into. They don't fit into the designer, because that's still there. That designer and money, and this is how we fitted into society. And then you've got the other bit now. You've got the highly educated, kind of studenty that take themselves off into a different kind of gay scene. And it's almost like there's 3 sections.
I think it's just more spread out now, so you don't have to be gay and go to gay clubs anymore. It is about it being more accepted in more places.
But that goes back to the social work bit, isn't it? You don't have to be gay and come into social work anymore, because it's more accepted. But I do think there's still segregation within its own gay community.
But then in terms of the masculinity thing, we've got photos upstairs of Namalu, haven't we?
Mm-hmm.
And all them when they went to Seaside, and they're all dressed in
as
men's
men's
suits.
Mm-hmm.
And that's going back to 40s, isn't it? Late 40s, early 50s.
But did it make you more confident as a lesbian?
I don't know whether it made me more confident as a lesbian. I were confident because I was buying clothes I liked, and I had a cool car, and I was going out and doing things. I never had the big gold pendant, never. And definitely not one of them that were big gold clown.
The big gold clown, though.
Yeah. But a difficulty for me was that I had the long blonde hair and designer clothes and things, but to go in some at clubs, I had to go, well, I was going with my friend who was straight but was particularly butch, and I had to go in with her because I couldn't get in by myself, because they used to say every time, but it's gays only in here. And it was me that always got stopped at door.